I'm good. How are you?
Hanging in there. I'm over here opening my box, child, trying to
I
get it
know.
together.
I just came from our team meeting and everyone was like, we haven't opened anything. We're not ready.
Yeah, I mean, everybody got, they gonna have to take their time opening stuff. It's all good.
I figured there will hopefully be a little tutorial of what we need
Oh
to
yeah, no, it's a full
do.
walkthrough. It's a full walkthrough.
Oh, great.
Yeah. We're not gonna be left behind at all, child. That's the good thing. Is that Abby? Hey, Abby.
Oh, I see.
Hey, Abby.
Hey,
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Hanging in there. I'm sitting up here trying to get my stuff out. Did you get your kit, Abby?
I did, yes.
Oh,
Thank you
okay.
so much.
Okay,
I
good.
definitely got my kit. I have like my canvas out. I have the
Oh, Abby, you all ready?
picture.
You got your canvas up
Look
on the
at my
thing?
setup right there. I got
Oh, you
everything.
ready?
What else am I doing?
Okay, Abby's like, listen, I came to paint, baby.
I've got my orange
Oh,
juice and
Miss Cheryl, this
seltzer
is so
water.
cute. She got magnet stickers on there. Hey, Cynthia.
Hey y'all.
Hey, honey, how you doing?
Good. How are you?
Girl, I'm trying to get my
Hi,
stuff out.
everybody.
I heard the OJ for Abby, but
Yeah,
I have
OJ with
wine.
seltzer. Oh, wine sounds so good. I wish I could pour some white wine in here. Or champagne.
Listen, I'm about to go pour me some champagne. I still got some left over from your baby shower, honey.
Oh,
I'm
yes.
about to go pour me a glass up.
I know. If I had some, I really would. I mean, this baby's done cooking anyways. I've got less than 3 weeks left.
Oh, that's so
Yes.
exciting.
You think you're going to make it all the way to your schedule, your C-section?
I don't know. He's been feeling really heavy.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, girl, what you going to do if he come early? They going to be able to C-section you if he come early?
Yeah, they will. I won't have it any other way.
Yeah,
Like
better,
I'm not pushing.
I'm
not gonna risk anything. Just cut them out. That's fine.
Oh.
Did it once before, you can do it again.
Abby, I feel like you'd be hilarious in the birthing room.
Yeah.
Abby said, baby, we're not dealing with no craziness.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I think we all got to get a cup of water to start. Ooh, shoot.
Deitrick, we're going to go ahead and start. I got Hennessy here. We're not drinking. No, I'm joking.
Oh, no, I'm drinking. I'm about to go get me my wine.
Okay.
I'll be right back. Don't y'all judge me. Shoot.
No, by all means, that's
exactly.
exactly.
I got to meet you after this, Wayne. Don't you judge me in that meeting.
Hey, I'm not judging you.
Pure Hennessy, huh? I like
I'm through with the straight shots. Happy Monday, you all.
Happy Monday.
Happy Monday.
And what do you have? Wine over there?
I do. I realized I didn't grab my glass. I was like, okay, liquor. So this is usually my water glass, but there's red wine in it.
Ooh, red wine. Nice.
Next time I
Hi,
see you,
everybody. This is Cheryl. I'm the owner of Studio 928, and I want to thank Deitrick for inviting me to be here with you guys today. So it's really good to be here and hang out with you guys. I've got Shelby in the background. She's my producer, and she's going to be answering or providing trivia questions for us during the afternoon. And then also, if you guys have any technical issues of any kind, just go ahead and type in the chat and she'll take care of that for you. But yeah, so we're gonna paint the snowman today. I'm real excited about that. This is the first time we're doing it in acrylics. We've done it in watercolors. So, but Deitrick really liked the rainbow effect and the way the colors blended, and so do we. So we're excited to get started. So I just want to check in with you guys and make sure everybody can hear me. I guess we should have done that first.
Yep, I can hear
Please
you.
raise your hand if you can
Yes,
hear
we
me.
can hear you.
Okay, good.
Look at Isaac's background.
What's that?
Isaac's background. He got lift in the background.
Yeah, it's a little background stuff going on there. We're actually going to change it for next time. So maybe you'll come back again and you'll be able to see the new us. But yeah, so one thing that you should have is this really shiny envelope with your image in it. That's your reference image. So go ahead and take that out. Then you should have some carbon paper and some carbon paper, that's the black stuff, and then tracing paper, that's the clear kind of translucent paper that we're going to use. Okay. Then you also have a very nifty refrigerator magnet in there. Don't throw that away. I'm sure y'all got some stuff you want to stick to the refrigerator.
Yeah, that's so cute. The refrigerator magnet.
Thank you. So, okay. So, and also you should have some brushes. So hold on just a second. I'm going to stop being cute and put my glasses back on. So now I can see you guys. Hey,
Michelle, I got a question though.
I see Cynthia, and it's going to be your birthday in a couple days, right? Happy birthday.
Thank you.
And Wayne and Mr. Hanson over there.
Yes.
And BCF, Jalia, what are you drinking, girl?
I'm drinking wine.
Oh, wine. Oh, good.
Yes, Julia,
all right,
yes.
A little afternoon delight. Nice. Cheers to you guys. Yeah, that's one thing that we need to have. I know some people over there are having babies, so we understand. We were cracking up at your conversation, girl. You would be a stitch to have in the labor room.
Miss Cheryl, I got a question though.
Yeah.
I don't have the white tracing paper in mine.
I don't either.
You don't have tracing paper. Say that again.
So I just have the carbon, but nothing.
No tracing paper.
No tracing paper.
Yes,
Oh no. Okay. Okay. Workaround. Okay. Workaround is take your reference image.
Mm-hmm.
If you have carbon paper and the reference image, you're still good. Okay. So what we're going to do now is just put the carbon paper down and put the reference image on top.
Okay.
And then just trace that out.
Okay.
Okay, cool. Sorry about that, you guys.
No
all right,
problem.
let me move this out of the way so I can see a little bit better what's going on the screen here. And then we'll go through the rest of the things that you should have.
Yeah, do we need a pencil or a pen?
Yes, you will. Absolutely.
Okay.
I think Shelby's put that up on the screen. I'm trying to figure out why my screen is acting stupid right now, but
I literally just bought a new pack of pens yesterday. I was like, I feel like I'm gonna need some pens, and look at that.
yeah, you do. You need a pen. Pen or pencil, number 2 pencil is fine. Sorry about that. Packages are being delivered. We ship out probably a couple hundred packages a week at this point. And then they come back as well. Okay, so, all right, I'm just gonna keep going because I can't seem to get this off my screen for some reason. It's just one of those days. Hold on, just maybe I can hear. Okay, there we go. Go away. Go away. All right. Good, good, good. Okay, Deitrick. All right. All right, so if you guys have paper towels, you want to grab some paper towels. You also want a can of water or a cup of water, something like this. And then I'm trying to think if we'll need a hair dryer. We might or we might not. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. And then let's see, you've got your pen, got your paper towels, and of course your color. So it should be red, blue, yellow, white. This purpley color is what we're going to use as well. All right. Okay, so, oh, the brushes. So how many brushes do you guys have?
3.
3.
3.
3 and like a spatula.
Yes. Good, 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 good. I did something right. I was so busy focusing on it, getting you the different brushes. So, because sometimes when we're doing a painting, you need a specialty brush to create a certain effect. So I wanted you guys to have, in addition to this, the student brushes we often send out, to have this texture brush too. So that's going to help us with our painting. All right, so you're going to take your carbon paper and put it underneath. And then you're just going to follow these lines. We're going to do, because normally what we would do is just cover the whole background. But because we have a white image, we're going to section that out first. So take your carbon paper, lay that down. You can line up the carbon paper and your image to the left-hand side of your canvas. Everyone have their canvas out. Y'all are ready?
Yes.
Okay, good.
So canvas, carbon paper, and then the snowman picture.
So like this.
So, and shiny side down. You have to make sure that the carbon paper, which is dull on one side and shiny on the other.
Ah, gotcha.
You have to make sure the shiny side is down on the canvas. Shiny side down. Okay? Because if you don't, then when you get done tracing, you're going to lift up the paper and nothing will be there. So make sure that you have it shiny side down. All right. So we're just going to go ahead. We'll start over here on the left-hand side and work our way over. One thing I want you to do is just make a diagonal line. See how your lines on your rainbow are slanted across the snowman? You take a look at my hands on the screen. See how the diagonal line goes? So I want you to just make a really light kind of a diagonal line going this way to remind you that that's the way we're going to lay our colors down. Okay? And then just start tracing.
I'm sorry. That diagonal line was just between like the orange and reddish thing or colors?
Yeah, just like from the top of his head.
From the nose. Oh.
And then up to like the corner of the canvas.
Oh.
Really light, because we're just going to paint right over that. Okay? Just like that. Really light.
I think I need a ruler.
No, because it's just directional. It's just for you in your head to know that when we lay the color down, it's going to go in that direction.
Separate.
As opposed to up and down, straight down on the canvas, you know? Because it just gives it more of an action feel when it's diagonal. If you wanted to put your color...
diagonal for the other colors, like the green and yellow?
Say that again?
Do we need to do the diagonal for the other colors, like the green and yellow one?
No.
Okay.
No, we want it to be kind of random. So this is just for our brains to help us, okay?
Oh, okay.
You know, trust me, as we get closer, I'll make sure I tell you what to do every step of the way. So you won't
I get nervous on these things.
I know you do. And I heard you guys talking about, you know, they were hoping, who was it? I think it was Abby who was hoping that she'd get some kind of instruction along the way. Yeah, we take you all the way through, You can go ahead and draw his little eyes and his little nose, the little cold pieces around his smile. And then what you want to do is to make sure that you've got everything on the canvas, just hold your hand down on one side and then go to the other and lift it up. That's how you check. Don't lift the whole canvas because we can't see through this paper. Okay, so we have to keep our hands down to check it. So just go around and do the scarf. And then we'll probably have a little trivia question while we're doing this. See what Shelby's got up her sleeve over here.
Would you recommend when we're tracing to trace all the little white dots in his scarf and hat?
No dots. No dots. Just because we're going to put those on last. And we do dots willy-nilly. So that's kind of like your self-expression coming through right there. You know?
Oh, yes, self on the thing.
Yeah, you know, it's like you don't have to do everything I did. This leave some room for your individuality.
I love it.
Me too.
I sure am gonna put my spin on it. He gonna have a green scarf.
Right? You know what I'm saying?
I'm making green and red for Christmas.
There you go. There you go.
So quick question, should we be tracing all parts of it? Because I see that you've moved on to some.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. You know, yeah. You want to keep your hand down and make sure your paper doesn't move and just finish tracing him out.
Wait, which spirit is mixed with ginger beer and a Moscow mule? Oh, I know that.
Ooh,
It's vodka.
vodka, yeah. Oh, am I supposed to say?
What was that guess? I didn't hear a guess.
Vodka.
B.
Oh, okay.
B, vodka.
B.
I thought it was gin.
And a Moscow mule?
No.
I'm a horrible drinker, at least of clear liquor.
It might be gin.
You can make a tequila mule too, though.
Definitely can make
That sounds good.
Ooh, I think I'd like that better.
Yeah, the answer is vodka, but from Shelby, the bartender over here, she said that you can also have, as someone said, a gin mule, tequila mule. So they call them a London mule, and what else? Mexican mule.
Mexican.
Mm.
Yeah, so.
Did I outline the
Stop
square?
drinking at this point.
Are we gonna make the colors blend all the way to the edge?
Yes, all the way over to the side of the
Okay.
canvas as well. Right. You remembered that from before. All right. So I've got mine all traced. I checked by just lifting up one corner. So there's my little snow guy. So notice how lightly I made my line. I mean, you can barely see it, but it just reminds me that I'm going to be putting down color in this direction. So we're going to have some fun because we're going to blend some colors. You guys are going to learn how to blend some colors. So we're going to start out with our number, we're going to start out with our palette knife after you trace. I'm going to wait. How many people are still tracing?
I'm still tracing.
Still tracing.
Thank you.
Okay.
Oh, this is coming out so nice. I thought I was gonna be terrible. This is coming out nice. All right.
Okay.
Yeah, wait till you start painting, buddy. Then you gonna realize you were like, oh no.
Because I was like, if it's not a stick figure, I can't do it.
All right, you did it.
He looking all happy. Look at this.
Oh gosh.
All right, so now I'm just going to leave my reference image here because this is what you're going to refer to as we move along. All right.
Oh.
So I've got my little guy right here, and look how happy he is. He's like, oh, y'all going to give me some color. So we're going to start with yellow. So I've got my little yellow container, and I'm taking my palette knife, and I'm going to go over to my palette, which you guys should have 2 of these. Okay, and I'm going to put some color down. So notice I put like a nice little chunk of yellow down. And that's for a reason, because I'm going to blend a couple colors. Did I say orange? I meant yellow if I did. All right. So I'm going to take my yellow and I'm going to divide it in half. Okay, so I've got nice two nice little piles of yellow. And what we're going to do now is we're going to make some phthalo green. Now remember, when you're mixing colors, you never put one color directly into another. You put it to the side, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and wipe off my palette knife, wiping it off here. And then I'm going to pick up my favorite color, phthalo blue. Just going to pick up just a tiny bit of it. So, because we're going to make some green. That's where we're going with this. We're going yellow all across here. We're going to wet this up. Okay, we're going to get our number 14 brush. That's your flat brush. And we're going to get all this nice and wet. All of this. Get it nice and wet. Then we're going to go down with the yellow. And then we're going to go with the green. And then more yellow and orange. And move this all the way until we start using our pink and reds. Okay, so that's the objective. So what we're trying to do is to paint wet on wet. So if things don't look the way you think they should, it may be because your canvas isn't wet enough. So I'm going to go ahead and I picked up just a little bit of phthalo blue. You're just going to need a little dot. Now I'm putting it off to the side and I'm going to put it right in the middle, right here. Okay, and I'm just gonna put what's left on my knife here underneath, and then I'm gonna bring some of this yellow in to there. Okay, not the whole thing, just a little bit, because we're only gonna use a little bit, so we don't need a whole bunch of it, right?
I need to split together.
So we got our green going right there, we're done. There's our green. Okay, you guys with me?
With you.
Yeah.
Yeah, are you with me?
Getting there.
Okay, so I'm gonna mix the next color now, all right?
Oh Lord.
Yeah, got another one. All right, so I'm gonna divide this yellow in half. Hey, make sure your palette knife is clean. I'm sorry, I forgot to remind you of that. Make sure your palette knife is clean of the green that you just made. And then I want you to pick up a little bit of red. We're gonna pick up a small amount of red and then put it to the side like before, because we don't add colors directly into other colors. We put them to the side. And then I'm gonna pick up just a little bit of that and add it to this yellow, because I want to make an orange. So see how that worked? So it's always, you start with a small amount first, and then you increase it if you need to, but always just a little amount first. Easier.
Green too dark.
Okay, and then next, okay, we're gonna wipe off that palette knife, and we're gonna pick up some white. Okay, so grab your container, take about this much white, put it down. I'm gonna go ahead and cut that in half. So I'm gonna slow down. Anybody got questions? Take a sip. Relax.
Green
Yes,
for
seriously.
Cheryl, because my green not that bright like yours.
Mine either.
It's not even.
Orange is not good. It's like,
Okay, it's not green. This ain't forest green.
You can make that green whatever color you want, okay? The idea is that you learn how to blend the color, okay?
Mm-hmm.
If you have a large amount of yellow, you're only adding like a dot of blue to that to get that green. It's not ever in equal parts, ever, okay? So same thing here. You notice how much blue is right there. It's a very small amount compared to the yellow. Same thing with the red, a super small amount of yellow or red to make that orange. And then finally, we're gonna make some pink.
Oh, we make it.
So that's what I'm about to do right now. I'm gonna put some more red right here in the center. And I got some pink right here, or I got some white right here, and I got white right there. I'm gonna take a super small amount of this red and add it to that white to get the pink I want. Okay, so it only takes a small dab of pink or red. Let's do a trivia question. So you get the pink that you want, then I'm going to show you how to blend these all together, right? Then we're going to have some fun. So that's why it's important to blend your colors first. I'm just going to make all of this. We're going to take all of that and make pink. That's our darkest or our lightest pink.
Do I add the red to the yellow or the yellow to the red to make the orange?
Yellow.
You
Yellow
add
to
the
the
red
red?
to the yellow. A very small amount of red to the yellow.
Oh, okay.
Okay, and make sure you put it down to the side first. Don't put it directly into the color.
Right.
Okay, so notice how my palette is. I've got a dot of blue there, dot of red here, and then I got white. So right now I'm working on my pink. My pink is ready to go, but I'm gonna make it deeper. Actually, I think I better make a little bit more pink underneath, because we got to take that pink from the center of the painting to the edge.
Oh, yes, indeed. This orange is coming out real nice.
Yeah, there you go. Okay, so I'm gonna take all that and make that into pink, because we don't need any more white for now anyway. Okay. So I got a nice little corner of pink over here. Now I'm going to cut that in half because I only need a little bit of that. And actually more than half. I'll do about that, like that. And I'm going to cut that in half. So I got 3 now. I got 3 pinks. Guess what we're going to do to that? Got to add some color to it.
Oh,
so in the meantime, I want you to take that little short stubby brush and dip it in your water and just drip some water on top of your other colors so they don't dry out. We're just going to keep those moist.
Okay.
Okay. So as we mix these other colors, we don't want those drying up. Okay. So which NFL team does not play in its home city? Is it the Cowboys, the Colts, the Patriots, or the Saints?
Patriots.
Patriots?
Yeah, I think it's the Patriots as well.
Another
I have no idea.
And the girls, are, of course, are silent.
Patriots.
I wouldn't know this either if it wasn't for knowing the answers. Oh, there you go. It's
Cowboys.
They don't. Oh, they play in Arlington. No, where do they play?
Oh, yeah.
It's
Arlington.
Arlington.
it's
Fort
outside of Dallas, so it's not Dallas. Okay, so I've divided my pink into 3 areas. Okay, so I got my beginning pink, and then I got my middle pink, and my bottom pink. Okay, so that, if we switch over to this camera, Shelby, so if we're painting this part with our lighter pink, and then we're going to add some red and blue, so we get this nice purple going on. So we're going to mix this color, and then we're going to mix this color, right? So the first color I'm going to add to our pink is probably a little more red and just a dab of blue. So you're going to have to watch these ratios, all right? So I'm going to put a little red to the side up here. And then I'm going to put a little phthalo blue to the side. Okay. So let's start with a little more red. I'm going to go ahead and bring that in. And as you can see, there's a little blue on my brush too, or on my palette knife. So I'm going to mix those in. And this is going to give us a mauve color that definitely needs more red, I can tell already. So that's why we add it to the side, so we can add a little bit at a time. I'm going to add that to the side again. I'm going to add a little bit more red to this.
Cheryl, I'm sorry, I had to step away. We're making some purple?
Yeah, we're making purple.
Oh, but we're not using the purple one?
We are, but we have to mix them first so that so this is a wet on wet painting technique, so your colors have to be mixed. Imagine if we took all this time to mix these colors while we're painting, then the canvas would dry up. So that's why we're doing it ahead of time.
Oh.
So to illustrate this again, so yeah, we're mixing purple now. So, and how I got that was I always take my paint and I put it to the side, right? I put it to the side, then I add a little bit at a time. So I put a little bit of red and blue first, and that didn't give me what I wanted. It was too blue. So I added a little more red, and I think I will add just a tiny bit more red to this now. And this is going to give us our mauve-y color. Then last but not least, we're going to go down here. Oh, I forgot we actually have some purple too. We actually have some purple. So
well, that's what I was asking. I was like, we're not going to use the purple we got.
No, we're going to use it too. We're going to use that too. So now we got lots of purple. So that will be fun to mix that together.
Oh, Lord.
Lord have mercy. All right. So this time I'm going to pick up some more red, and I'm going to add it to my my little wall over here of color. And then I'm going to take about half of that and add it to this little remaining area of pink, brighten that up. So now I got this really reddish pink. I think I like these as my 3 purples. You know, I like these. Actually, I have 4. So that's good. So that looks like kind of strawberry. I like that. kind of strawberry color.
It's not purple.
Okay. So then I hope you guys this is working for you. Tell me what's going on.
Well, I feel like I'm not putting enough paint on any of them to where I'm making samples of colors versus like whole blobs to actually paint.
So you need to increase your making.
Me too.
Me too. Or I should just put more water on each of them.
Yeah, but that's fine. At least you're making the colors correctly. So all you have to do is just.
Cause this what mine look like. But see how it ain't enough paint at all?
Right.
I wanna see that. What
I'm not gonna be able to
do
paint
you?
with this.
Oh,
I'm
Deitrick,
just
we're the
making a
same.
that's what
palette.
mine looks like.
But
We're the same person. I have the same thing happen for me.
Cause I'm so nervous about messing up the purple and the orange and the green.
I'm like, oh my god, it's drying up, and I'm not making enough. I'll add more.
yeah, take some water and sprinkle it on there. Let me see your colors again, DJ. Oh yeah, but see, here's the thing. But the point is, you did it. You did it right.
Right.
I love the motivational speech. You
So
did
I know
it.
how to mix.
Just
I can
cook up some more.
Mhm.
But you
cook
did it,
up some more of
Deitrick.
that, that's all. All right.
Okay.
So, and then take your little brush and then flick some water on there so they don't
Oh, okay.
dry up. And then we'll be ready to hit it. Irene, you look like, you're sitting over there waiting on everybody. You got this, huh?
I don't know. People are so slow.
Oh,
I ain't gonna say that.
I'm here multitasking. So catch up.
let me see your colors, Irene.
Oh shit. Okay.
You gotta put your money where your mouth is.
Talk about
man.
that now.
Okay. All right, you got your green. Go. Where's your yellow? I don't see your yellow. Is it there?
I'll just spread some on. No worries.
Oh, okay. All right. Good. All right. I'm ready when you guys are. So yeah, go ahead and sprinkle some water. So we got all our colors ready to go now, right? I'm gonna go ahead and hit mine with some more water. I'll make sure the water is clean. All right. Splash some more water on there using my little funny brush.
Anybody else fingers got paint on them?
Yep.
A little bit.
I'm not the only one.
I haven't even started painting.
All right. So is that a trivia question up there? Oh no. Okay, let's do one now. Now that everybody's got their colors mixed,
Oh boy.
relax for a minute now.
That's gonna be film of all time.
Oh.
I know the Avengers.
What's the highest grossing film of all time?
Yeah, what's the highest grossing film of all time?
Ooh,
Inflation included. Is
I
it?
think it's
Avatar.
Avengers Endgame.
Avengers.
I'm gonna guess B. Avengers Endgame.
Okay, we got a couple.
I'm gonna
It
say
used to be
Avatar.
Avatar.
Yeah, I want to say it's like 2.3, 2.4 billion it made in the box office.
Did they now?
Yeah.
Somebody must have seen that movie.
Oh, and Endgame.
I
was
did.
everything.
Endgame, yeah.
I trust Wayne and his son probably.
Cool. All right, guys, we're ready to get into this now. Okay, so here's what I'm gonna say. First of all, I'm gonna go over these brushes with you before we do anything. So everybody's got a number 12 brush, a number 14 brush, and I keep running over stuff with my chair. Okay. And okay, we're gonna start with the number 14 brush. So what we're gonna do is dip that brush in some water and then make sure that it's shaped like a chisel when you're done. So you should have a nice point on it like this, right? So I'm gonna use my lilac or my purple to demonstrate this. But basically your number 14 brush covers large areas, right? And it also covers tight areas. So you load your color on each side of the brush. And here's my water that I sprayed on, leaking all over. When that happens, when your water starts to merge in with your color like that, just go ahead and mix it in so that it becomes the consistency of like an ink. And load both sides of your brush. So you got to make sure those colors are blended in well, otherwise it'll be like soupy, watery looking. You don't want that. Okay, so I'm wiping off both sides of that brush so I get that chisel back. And here's what your number 14 brush will do. This is going to help you when we're painting the nose and the scarf and the limbs of his arms. So you just angle the brush, lightly touch it on the canvas, and then pull in one direction. That's how you get a straight line. So just lightly touch down and then pull to the right to get a straight line. This is the number 14 brush. You do all this stuff. So you're not pressing down hard. If you press down hard, you get this. Okay. So that's how you get into small areas with your number 14.
Oh.
Okay.
Who messed up? I heard somebody messed up.
That looks so nasty on the screen. It looks like moldy food or something. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and dip my paint, my brush in the water. Shelby's looking at me like, you did not just say that. Okay, so I'm twirling my number 14 brush. Okay, here it is. This is what we use when we need to get into small spaces too. And we'll probably use it for the scarf and definitely for his eyes. So see how it has a nice point? So we're gonna twirl that so it keeps that point, and then you just pick up a little bit of color on the tip of your brush, and then look at what it does. You just lightly tap and it makes little circles. So these are gonna be our dots on the scarf. Okay. And also use this to like fill in the areas of the eyes. Just lightly tap to make the eyes appear. And also for you could use this for the limbs as well, I guess, in addition to the number 14 brush. So I just want to kind of let you know what these brushes do. And we always don't let them sit in water. Always rinse them out, tap out the excess water, and then just kind of lay them on your towel. So I'm going to go ahead and rinse this purple out because I'm not ready for it yet. And then I'm going to show you how to use your little stubby brush. Your little stubby brush. All right. So we're going to pick up some color. Make sure your water is clean. And we're going to start. Actually, let's start with just wetting the canvas for now. We're going to start just with this little brush. And we're just going to kind of wet it. Okay, just wet it a little bit. Not too much. Don't worry about the carbon. Go ahead and just go right on top of the lines that you have for your snowman.
Okay.
Okay, so we're just kind of giving it a head start so that when you put your color down, it lays down more smoothly, you know, like you're not fighting with it.
Miss Cheryl, is this just because it's acrylic, or would you do this with watercolor?
Definitely do it with watercolor. Yeah, I'm doing it because we want our colors to kind of marry each other. And they do that easier when you wet your canvas. So you shouldn't have an exorbitant amount of water on it. If you see little puddles on it, just go ahead and dab them off with a paper towel. So I'm just gonna like dab a little bit. All right, okay. So now I'm gonna go in, I'm gonna take some water in this little stubby brush, and I'm gonna pick up some yellow. And we don't want watery yellow. We want it to be like the consistency of ink. And we're gonna go ahead and start laying some color down. Now, the hat and the little strings and all that, we can cover with black. Black will cover that, all right? But black or white will not necessarily color other colors. You know what I'm saying? So we want to keep his snow white. Does that make sense? We want to keep his snow white. Try to keep his snow as white as you can, all right?
Yeah, you don't want no off-color snowman.
What was that?
You don't want no off-color snowman.
Right. Well, he could be like a
dirty snowman over there.
He could be like a slushy snowman, you know, that somebody poured grape Kool-Aid on or something, but yeah. So what we're gonna do now, so I got yellow on my brush, so I'm ready to dig in now, right? So we're gonna start over here. Remember, we're moving in a diagonal, right? So right now, everything that we have in our path is cool to paint over except his face, right? I mean, if you get a little yellow in here on his hat, it's gonna be fine. We can cover it. Just don't cover the whole thing, okay? So just start here and just lay down some color. And let's go like halfway, like right about here. And we're just kind of willy-nilly. Don't worry about if you don't cover it entirely, because that's part of the you know, fun of the technique, just kind of leave some kind of little spaces, kind of like this.
Oh, wow. This is where I get nervous.
Don't get nervous, just do it. You can't do anything wrong. No, you literally cannot do anything wrong.
Miss Sure, I feel like I'm getting motivated while I'm painting and sipping. Oh my goodness, you are amazing.
I need more tips.
Thank you. You can do this. All right, now for that beautiful green that you made, now go ahead and dip your brush again. You know, it's okay if some water drips out because you want that nice consistency, this nice kind of liquidy, inky consistency. Now, if your water gets dirty after this, you want to change that brush or change that water, right? So we don't want too much paint. So see how my paintbrush is all loaded up with paint? That might be a little bit too much. So I'm going to push a little bit of that off on the edges of the canvas, of my tray, I mean. And I'm just going to start in here and just kind of willy-nilly put some color down. Use the tip of your brush for texture. Okay, so see how, oh, that's nice. I like that. And then just keep going around to the edge. And it's up to you where the color stops and begins. Doesn't have to be exactly like mine. And then I might go in, you know what, I want a little bit more blue in mine. So I'm picked up a little phthalo blue, made mine a little bit darker. So that's what you can do when you're the boss and you're in charge of your creation. All right, so Shelbs, how about another trivia question?
So this, oh.
So yeah, so kind of, yeah, just keep going.
So you said blotted?
Yeah, you can kind of like with the tip, up, you know, like this. Up to you how you do it.
Okay.
And we should go past the diagonal.
What do you mean?
Like, you know, the diagonal we did? You went all the way down to the ground. We should go that far down?
Yeah, it's up to you though. It's up to you. So I'm gonna go in and pick up some orange now. So I'm rinsing out. If your brush doesn't get clean when you're done with the green, hey, that rhymes, then change your water, okay? And go ahead and add a little water to your orange.
Well, am I doing this right? Is this right?
And then you can kind of push these together. So I'm gonna kind of just add this orange in.
I don't know. Look at mine.
All right, so I think
That's paint on your brush. So not too, yeah, you want to clean some of that paint out of your brush. Otherwise you'll get, you know, it'll cover up the yellow so that you can't see it. Now, another thing you can do if you're having some trouble with blending is just go in, wet your finger, and then just kind of smush, real light. Nobody says you got to paint with a brush all the time. People that paint with their feet and with different objects and crazy things. That's what art is, man. It's just like express yourself, you know?
Mm-hmm. This might be a silly question, but should I have right now my painting like upright? Should it be flat? Because I'm painting and it's like dripping down.
Yeah. You know, we try to tell people you do not need a canvas. That's why, yeah, you don't need a canvas. Or not a canvas. You don't need an easel.
Okay.
You don't need an easel necessarily, unless some people just use it because it makes them feel more artistic, which is fine, you know, but some techniques just don't work with that. So like watercolors, unless you want a certain type of drippy effect, you always paint flat with watercolors as well.
Got it.
And if my green covering too much of my yellow, do I go back over it with yellow?
Say that if your green is too powerful, take a paper towel and dab some off.
Dab it off with a paper towel.
You know, like this. Here, that's what another artistic technique. This is like a happy accident. So you just kind of like tap where you feel like there's too much green or whatever color. It'll just take it right off. See?
Okay.
Right. So now I got to go put my green back, Deitrick.
Oh, I'm sorry.
What was the first Disney film that was produced in color? Was it Cinderella, Snow White, Sleeping Beauty, or Pocahontas?
Snow White.
Sleeping Beauty.
It wasn't Sleeping Beauty?
Oh, wow.
Beauty?
Sleeping Beauty.
Yes.
All right.
Hmm.
Now I'm going in. I'm going to pick up some of
Snow White.
my reddish orange.
What was the answer?
Snow White.
Snow White. That's just-
For the record, I am terrible at trivia, so.
So I'm going to go in now with some pink. And I'm just kind of dabbing back and forth. I'm leaving some space in between.
Now, are you like twisting the brush as you like make these little dabs? I feel like I'm getting like
Okay.
stabbed or
I'm
something.
just so
I'm
off.
just dabbing.
Okay.
Just dabbing. Not like that dance, but.
Well, maybe I'm pounding 'cause I feel like I'm getting.
Not pounding.
And then a little purple, maybe a little more red. You can kind of play this willy-nilly too. Because I'm looking at my image and I'm like, okay, this feels like a deeper red over in here. So I'm just kind of following it around. But like I said, you don't have to follow my image. You can make the graduated colors however you want.
Okay.
I went to
I'm adding a little
Princeton.
more red. Can you see that? I'm adding a little bit more red and I'm just dabbing that color in.
So the brush supposed to be like kind of dry because we had already wet the thing, or?
Yeah, well, it should be more color than it is liquid because we've already put the liquid down on the canvas, right? Or we
Right.
put water down to kind of make it so we don't have to put so much water in our brush.
Right.
Basically, what we're doing is picking up color. So I'm kind of going around here. Let me get my lighter pink. So we're just really pretty much following our, and I'm gonna rinse now because it feels like I have too much color in my brush. And then I'm gonna pull out the rest of that extra color. And now I'm gonna add some more red and some of that purple down in here. So as you can see, I'm not exactly matching our reference image. It's just kind of like, I know I'm making kind of a rainbow, so I'm trying to, and I'm just tapping, tapping. It's okay.
Wait, okay, so when we did when you did after the orange, how you do the red? You just blended orange and red together, or?
Oh, I just picked up some red directly from like the cap of my brush or the cap of my color.
Oh, okay.
And I just added some red into my pink and stuff, and then I went over here with it.
Mm-hmm. Did Michelle graduate from Princeton?
Princeton. I think it's Princeton.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna say Princeton like everybody else to stop being different.
Which university? Oh, okay, I didn't see that.
University is too much.
It's Princeton. Okay, now I went and picked up some more blue. So to my darkest reddish, pinkish strawberry color, I added some more blue. And that's how I got this color. Okay, so and I'm kind of overlapping it a little bit. So it can feel very willy-nilly. It should not feel like, I don't know.
Like you tracing lines.
It should just be like how you feel about it, you know, and then like for instance, right here where the green and the yellow are, I kind of wanted them to be a more gradual blend. So I picked up a little yellow and just, I'm overlapping the two so it looks more gradual. Like a gradient. Are there any graphic designers in the house? No. The answer to that is a resounding no, I can tell. So yeah, so just have fun. You can overlap some of that yellow into the green too. That helps join those two colors together. So the idea is just marry your colors. So whatever your color palette is, you can marry it by, you can marry the colors by overlapping each color into the other.
Oh.
And I am just tapping, tapping, tapping to get that effect. And like right here, can you see how this is like, okay, that's yellow and this is pink, and it just kind of stops right there. So it's my job to try to marry those two colors. So I'm gonna leave some yellow on the tip of my paintbrush. I'm gonna pick a little bit of that pink up. And I'm just gonna see if I can't get them to cooperate a little better. So see how I move from one color to the other? That helps marry the colors. And now I think I would actually just
Who is knocking?
Sorry.
Ah!
I'm really tapping over here.
Which herb did the Romans eat to prevent drunkenness? Was it
No, but I needed a bit of
parsley, garlic, or thyme? Which herb
To prevent drunkenness?
prevent drunkenness?
I'm gonna say sage.
Sage. Sage is delicious. I love
Garlic.
sage. Any more guesses?
I'm just gonna guess time, just because.
I always think about Simon and
Parsley.
Oh.
Ah, I'm feeling it.
All right, so I kind of like this painting.
That's the best gradient I'm gonna get.
Yeah, this is what they call a gradient, you guys. You did it. All right, so hopefully, you know, we'll be okay. You know what we'll do? Like if you went too far into your snowman and, you know, you got some color in there, is we can use blue to make the snowman pop a little bit more, okay? So instead of just plain white, we're gonna put some blue to give it depth. And production assistant, will you please, AKA art director, AKA Kit Packard, AKA PPP. All right, okay. Did everybody get their final purple? Anybody have any trouble blending this final purple? You know, you just take that purple that we got, put some red in it, and add some blue, and that's how you get that deep purple.
Yeah, jeez, that's deep. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So next dynamic color we're going to use is, and I guess we're okay with not using the blow dryer at this point, except the only reason why I would recommend it for me is because I know I'll put my arm in it and smear it all over the place. So for me, I'm going to blow dry just because I know what a klutz I am. So stand by. I will be right back. I'm going to turn off my sound so you don't have to listen to the blow dryer.
You guys want to share your photos or your picture? See how it's coming along? Oh, okay, Raymond.
I'm confident at first.
I want to see everybody's.
Wow.
Ooh. I'm a little slow. I need to keep.
Fine. Oh, pretty.
Nice, that looks good.
Okay, I need to do better with
Hey, your colors are like real good.
Thank you. I spilled paint all over the floor.
Oh my God!
And on my laptop.
Oh no!
Oh no!
It's good. I got some Clorox wipes.
Oh, Lord. I gotta put more red on my thing because I don't got enough paint.
This is fun.
I tried. That's all.
I enjoy it, but I be stressed out because Michelle just do it so easy. No, this not.
Just started using my fingers and it's way better.
Yes, indeed. Take it back to elementary. I know that. See, Raymond, what you got to do, you got to close the cap every time you put more paint on your thing, so that way if it falls, it don't mess up.
Oh, Jesus. All right.
All right, I'm back. How you guys doing? Show me what you're working with.
I'm a little stressed.
Oh, I see rainbows.
Wow. Oh, Wayne. Wow. Okay.
Hey.
Nice.
Oh, this is my second life, so.
Wow.
Y'all mix these colors all by yourself, okay? Like I'm gonna tell you a secret. I went to college to learn how to do art, okay? My first painting class, I was so excited about painting. Then I found out that my teacher did not know how to teach me to mix colors. Our first class, everybody used up all their paint trying to mix a color. So learning how to mix colors is so important. You guys just got a jump on most college students, the fact that you mix these colors. So congratulations.
Thank you.
Good job. All right. So next thing we're going to do, first, let's have a little trivia question and then.
Mine. But it blended into the snowman a little bit.
Very nice. Very wonderful color.
Wow, that looks good, dude.
I'll pray for my snowman.
All right, Isaac.
Isaac, what the world?
I tried, okay?
You did.
You did.
All right, you guys ready to move to the contrast color? This is the fun part now because we get to use our number 12 brush and make some black. Put that black in with all this color. It's gonna make everything pop. It's gonna be awesome. All right, so which nut is used to make dynamite? Yes, which nut is used to make dynamite? Is it almonds, pine nuts, peanuts, or walnuts? Which one?
I feel like George Washington Carver wanted to blow up some stuff.
Oh wait, what was the answer to the herb for drunkenness?
The herb for drunkenness was parsley.
Oh, parsley.
Oh, good. Let me go here.
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna guess pine nuts.
Pine nuts. They sure are expensive, those pine nuts.
I'll do walnuts.
Walnut? All right, we got a walnut guess.
I'm trying to be so careful because I'm over here painting on.
Oh, peanuts.
Peanuts.
Oh, I told you it was George Washington Carver wanted to blow up some stuff. I ain't mad at him. I'm just so proud of my rainbow.
You are so right. You are so right. You should be proud.
Ooh, yes, indeed.
Proud. All right.
You got a motivational speech for me, Miss Pat?
So what I'm gonna do now is I'm bringing out, I got rid of my other bright color palette. Remember this one? I had this palette before, so I just got rid of it. I don't need it anymore. And I'm gonna start a new palette. And on the new palette, we're gonna go ahead and put our black down.
Oh, okay.
So you take your palette knife, go ahead and put a little black down like that. And just rinse off your palette knife, wipe that off so it's nice and clean. And then we're gonna get started on painting that hat, all right? So the first thing we do, we might as well get the first thing out of the way first, all right? This is your number 12 brush. It's got a point on it. If it doesn't, it should. Okay, so what we're gonna do, you're gonna take your number 12 brush, dip it in water, and we're gonna tap off the excess water. And then I want you to lay it on your paper towel and just twirl it between your thumb and your forefinger, like this, so you get a point. You need a point, okay? Then we're gonna go into that black and touch on both sides till it's like a quilt. So imagine y'all are in 1776 and you about to write something on the Constitution. So, what?
Scratch that thing out.
One thing we want to do though, before we touch it to the canvas, is make sure that it doesn't have any excess water. Otherwise, you'll make a big puddle and a big mess. So I want you to take your paper towel, fold it in half, and just touch it to the brush lightly. Don't press hard. It will drink out the excess waters, so it won't drip. Okay. So once you got that done, now you're ready to do your quilt, right? So you're going to use this just like a pen. Imagine you're a calligrapher and you're resting your hand on the side of your canvas. You got your point all ready to go, and you're just going to lightly touch. You're not pressing down hard. You're just lightly touching the canvas to make these little tendrils out of the side of your hat. Okay, so if you don't have enough paint, go back again, roll it around into the black paint. And then just follow that last line as well. And then just go in and start filling in that color. Again, you want to make sure your paint is a inky consistency, not like paste. If like paste, it won't flow off your brush. So dip it back in the water, dip it back in the color, mix it together until you have an inky consistency, and then roll it, so you get your point back. If it globs up on your brush like that, it's still too thick. So just keep twisting it till you get it right. Right? And then we have a trivia question. What flower is the ancient symbol of secrecy? Is it a flower? I'm sorry, is it a lily, a Venus flytrap, a rose, or an orchid? Which one of these flowers is the symbol?
The fly trap.
The flytrap.
I feel like it holds secrets inside of it.
Watch us the orchid or something.
I'm gonna say lily.
Lily, the flytrap. Okay, so we're just using the tip of this brush to get into these small spaces. That's what this number 12 is for. It gets you into those tiny spaces. So you're just barely touching the canvas with the tip of your brush.
It's okay to make the entire thing black, since are we going to do the rose dancer?
Yeah, we paint the whole hat black. And then we go back and we put our dots in after it dries.
Okay.
Or
Thanks.
whatever color you want your hat. If you want your hat to be red, go for it. I forgot to say that, so you're more than welcome to change the colors.
I think I'm gonna just make my dot red and green.
Yeah, you can do that too. But the thing about the black is that it just pulls the contrast. You know, it just makes the other colors pop. So yeah, it'd be cool if you could add like green or red or some dots would be nice. And then just keep filling that in. You can use the edge of your brush. And so that trick with using this brush is just to make sure that when you get into those tight spaces, that you
This
live.
show you drew the outline with the 12, but then you took. Oh, we haven't used the number 14, right?
No, we haven't, but you can use it for the scarf. And plus, it's just a great brush to have in your house. A nice brush. Yeah, I put that other brush in because I just thought that it would make for a nice texture.
Mm-hmm.
So, and plus, you're one of my favorite clients, so I was experimenting with you, and you know, I didn't think you would mind.
Oh no, indeed.
Deitrick, he's been bouncing around here lately.
Oh shit.
Are you all settled yet?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh well, you know, so Miss Cheryl, I decided that I'm gonna just save up money and go home.
Okay.
I got out the lease because I couldn't stay in a house that I didn't know if it was gonna have mold or not. So I got out the lease.
Oh,
They
that's
gave
good.
back my deposit, which was good.
That's
But
awesome.
yeah, I'm gonna just go back to Maryland. But right now I'm in Houston. I'm still here till the 18th.
Nice. Yeah. You sound like the same situation happened to you as happened to me. I didn't get out of my lease because of mold. I got out of my lease because landlord kind of lied to me. So,
You don't sound like no liar.
yeah, you know, it was terrible. And so that's how I wound up working from my dining room. Yes, you guys, I'm in my dining room because, you know, I was in the studio and I just moved into the studio in February. And the whole reason why I picked the location I had was because I wanted to do painting al fresco outside, you know.
Right.
And my landlord said, "Oh yeah, sure, you can do that." Well, when spring came around, a different story became evident.
Mm.
So anyway, my happy ending is like yours. I saved almost $3,000 a month. So
That's bad. Don't we love a good savings?
so that worked out okay for me. But we're real excited to get a brick and mortar space again and start hosting art exhibits like we were doing, and having people in person drinking and having some art. So yeah. Trivia question. What is the most popular holiday? Is it Mother's Day, Easter, Christmas, or Thanksgiving? Which one?
Most certainly Turkey Day.
Which one is the most popular?
I think Thanksgiving because you don't have to buy gifts.
Right. Except
And
my
Mother-
grandkids' birthday.
That's a really popular one too, outside of Christmas and Thanksgiving.
Which one?
Mother's Day.
Oh, Mother's Day, yes.
Well, yeah, because everybody got a mother. But, you know, Thanksgiving, you can bring food, plate, liquor, all types of stuff.
Mm-hmm. Thank you, Shelby.
Christmas.
Oh, get out of here.
That's why I say Shelby, the big box man. She keeps my wine glass filled. Thank you so much. All right, so notice that, yeah, I'm kind of just using my number 12 brush. So notice that with this brush, let me demo it one more time, because basically with the number 12 brush, you have a calligraphy brush. I encourage you to let today be not only a paint and sip for you today, but an introduction to expressing your creative self in art all the time. Calligraphy is one of those dying arts. And so this brush right here, what it does is it does that really skinny line I showed you. If you just take a look here, it does that. Wait, I need to get some of this paint off my brush. I got too much in there. So what it does is it will do those tiny little lines like this. And then when you press down, it makes a fatter line. And you lift up and the line gets thinner. Which is
Miss Cheryl, one of our teammates that does calligraphy.
Do they? I love calligraphy.
I wonder if she's gonna speak up.
Hey, I was like, did you just put a trivia question out there?
What's that?
I kind of did. Who y'all think knows how to do calligraphy for my team?
Oh, that's a good trivia question.
Irene.
I can say Irene.
I don't, but
I think it's Vivian.
You said
Vivian?
Raymond?
Sin. Sin.
It's
Raymond,
Vivian.
Irene, any others?
Sin.
Sin. Okay.
Vivian.
Any one of those four. Do y'all know how to do calligraphy?
no, but I wanted to take a class during quarantine time. So you are pretty on the dot with the interest.
Ah,
Yeah.
will the person that does speak up?
Oh, it's me.
Ah!
Oh.
Oh, really?
Oh, Caitlin.
Mhm.
Awesome.
Nice.
Yes, Caitlin. Well, you're welcome for the additional calligraphy brush. This is great.
That was the first thing I noticed. I was like, this is the perfect calligraphy brush.
Outstanding. I love it. I
When
love
my Etsy shop reopens, which has been a while, I'll let you all know. But
it. But you do calligraphy
Oh,
for your
wow. You have Etsy shop.
You have an Etsy shop?
I used to.
Oh,
awesome.
Dylan, what do you do? Do you make cards?
So I used to do like decor, like a lot of chalkboard signs, or like I started doing wood and canvas. But basically, I would do people's weddings. Like it started as I would do wedding signs for my friends, and then I started to do like invitations, and eventually just became.
nice.
I never made any money. I feel like I spent more money on all the supplies. I would be so nervous trying to like do signs for people's weddings, and I'm like, this has to be perfect. So, but it was really fun, and I still love doing it.
Aww.
So, Caitlin, a bit of a suggestion for you.
Mm-hmm.
Calligraphy is so hot right now. You probably already know that, but the key thing to helping promote my business is SEO. So keywords and writing content to draw people in. Like, I mean, just calligrapher, whatever area you're in. I don't know if it's Michigan or New York. Those kind of keywords and just doing that kind of research will help you a lot, because it's definitely something that people look for, and for signage especially. It's one of those arts that it's not as big as it once was, but I mean, people make their livings from being calligraphers.
Yeah. Well, you all are inspiring me. If I quit my job next week, I'll be a calligrapher.
Oh, dear.
Wayne's probably like, yeah, end the call now.
Yeah, that's what everybody wants to hear.
Let's not put that into the universe.
Guys, I'm out.
Back to had more #1 singles. Probably Swift.
Justin Bieber.
2010.
Taylor Swift.
That
was her year.
Mm-hmm.
It was in her bag that year.
Oh, that.
Taylor Swift.
Okay, so I changed mine up a little bit with my little scarf right here.
Katy
Katy Perry.
What was she singing in 2010?
Was it
right? California Girls. I think they came out like.
Was it that when she had that shark performance at the Super Bowl?
The shock performance?
Yeah, the dancing shark.
Oh.
At the Super Bowl.
I don't even remember that. Dancing Shark.
I had to send y'all the video.
For the
I remember that. I thought that was Miley, wasn't it? No.
That was Katy.
Water beaver. Oh, water bearer.
So for these little round cold
water bear.
Use
the Aquarius. Mm-hmm.
Sorry, Miss Cheryl.
That's okay. That's okay. I know you guys are into the trivia. That's what it's there for. Okay, so I think what I want to do next is the nose. I want to go ahead. I'm going to switch back to my other palette. And I think I'm going to add some more red to my orange. And I'm going to do his little nose. So I want him to have like a carrot orange nose. I'm mixing in some more red with my existing orange. And I'm just gonna go over here and get that top part in. Did you guys hear my dog?
Like, was that him growling?
That was her, yeah. Well, she's like, I know you're busy, but I'm here. So, could you pay some attention to me? Oh, gosh. He's my little buddy, though. Okay, so I did orange on top, and then I put a little yellow at the bottom. I think I'll probably go over it again, and then I want to put some blue. Then we're going to go into our phthalo blue and white, and then we're going to make him, look festive.
Are you on the nose already?
Yeah, I did my nose. I just took my orange and I added some red to it to give it, so it's more intense. And I'll probably give it another coat after it dries. I'm going to probably blow dry it again. But then we'll do our the blue and the white and the snowman. So no worries, I'm not gonna go ahead too fast, you guys. I'll wait for you. Vermilion is a shade of which color? Is it blue, green, purple, or red?
Green?
Red.
Red.
Blue?
Green.
It went all over the place.
Yeah.
It's red. Vermilion, I always think about a red cape of some sort. Okay, turquoise is the birthstone for which month? Is it January, May, September, or December? Turquoise is the birthstone for which month?
December.
Either December or January. I know it's not May or
January.
September. January.
January.
December.
December. Oh, it's December. That's the most popular birth month. No, what's the question?
Another one.
Oh, a single day.
Oh, that was the turquoise. Oh, the birth month. Okay. Okay.
Maybe Michael Jackson.
Which artist sold the most albums in a single day? Was it Michael Jackson, Elvis, Beyonce, or Whitney Houston?
I'm gonna go with Beyonce.
Same.
Beyonce.
I'm gonna go with Beyonce because I'm a fan. But
Jackson.
we'll see what happens.
Let's say MJ.
And the answer
Elvis.
is
Goodbye.
Really?
yeah, so Shelby tells the story that the day after Elvis died, he sold all those albums.
No. Pity
So
face.
he was literally kind of worth more dead than alive. At that point of his career, at least. To the record companies, I wasn't being callous.
Miss Cheryl. I was like, people pity. So.
Have another sip. Which animal produces its own suntan lotion? Is it the Komodo dragon, the hippopotamus, the elephant, or the alligator?
That's convenient.
The Komodo dragon.
Which animal produces its own suntan lotion? Okay, we got Komodo dragon.
Let's say alligator.
Elephant.
I'd say elephant too.
Elephant be dried up.
Yeah, they do be dry.
Hippo.
Oh.
I quit this trivia. I'm horrible.
Oh, he didn't like that one. All right, let's give them one they can answer. No, make it harder.
Here's the birthday one you're asking.
Okay, what is the most common birthday in the U.S.? Is it February 14th, July 21st, September 9th, or November 23rd? Which one is the most common birthday in the U.S.?
November. I have two cousins with the birthday November 23rd, so I'm going to say D.
When's the day? What's 9 months from February 14th?
I was thinking the same thing.
June, July, August, September.
Say November 23rd.
Definitely November 23rd.
Maybe November 23rd.
November 23rd.
I'm gonna go with July.
I don't know, but September might be. Those are Christmas babies.
All right. Let's
Yeah.
the answer is
September
9th. Yeah.
Christmas babies.
Yeah,
Christmas loving.
Well, actually, New Year's babies.
Or New Year's babies.
New Year's.
Oh.
Yep. Okay, so you guys with me now? So we got our image, we got our little scarf going on there, and now before we do our arms, we're gonna do our snowman. So I'm gonna put that multicolored tray away and bring out my black tray. I'm gonna take my palette knife and pick up some white. I'm gonna pick up
Jalea, how yours looking?
Yeah.
Yeah, so let's see.
Oh yeah, I take a break.
Oh, cute.
Everyone's looks so good.
You guys are good.
Oh, Wayne, yours looking good.
I kind of went a little further on my snowman though, so it's purple on the body.
Oh, that's okay, because we're gonna fix it right now.
Okay, Isaac. Now wait a minute. Why is it black right at the bottom?
Well, no, that's my purple.
Oh,
That's purple.
Yes.
He went a little
Look at
solid with
Caitlin.
Like a midnight. He went with
Okay,
midnight.
Jalea.
Yes.
Black.
Good
Okay.
job, Caitlin.
Oh, yeah, that looks good. I like the black.
What yours look like, girl?
Good job.
Yes, Sim. Okay, Viv. You got show us yours, Viv.
Good job.
Yes, indeed. Yes.
Okay, so how's that working on the easel working?
Oh yeah, how's the Abby? How's the easel? How's yours looking?
I just need to do the.
Oh.
I just need to do the arm. Can you see it?
Uh-huh.
There.
Irene, what about you? Oh, come on now. Come
Ooh,
on.
I like those colors.
Yes, that one was vibrant, Irene.
I mean, did you add blue to the top of yours?
I kind of messed it up, so then I just went a little crazy with the colors.
Oh, you wrapped your whole scarf around Raymond.
I just went with it.
It's all improv, kind of, you know? All right.
So I just wanted to see everybody progress because I want to make sure I wasn't too far behind.
Good job. All right, so I got my white going on over here, and I'm going to cut it in half. I probably didn't need to use this much, but anyway, got that down, and now I'm wiping off my brush, and I'm going to take some phthalo blue and put it where?
Off to the side.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
Put it off to the side. Now, I'm going to take just probably what's on the end of my palette knife. Maybe not even that much. So can you see how much is on my palette knife? Not that much. I'm going to mix that into the white. Okay.
Oh, is this snow? What's this?
Yeah, this is our snow. This is just the edge of the snow. Okay, this is the edge of the snowman's body.
Mm.
So I'm going to show you how that's going to go. So it should be really light blue like this. And now we'll get to use our number 14 brush that you guys were talking about, right? So I'm making this, it's like a baby blue, but it's nice and thick. So this is one of those times where we don't want to dilute this to the point of it being like ink. We want to leave it nice and thick. So I'm taking my number 14 brush. I dipped it in water. I got to get my nice, oops, that's dirty. Can't have no purple in my white. That's another thing. Change your water right now.
Oh, change it.
Right now. Change your water. Right? Because you can't have white with other colors in your brush. In fact, take your brush with you. If you haven't used it yet, it's fine. It should be brand new, so you shouldn't have to. But me, I have to make sure that my brush is totally clean. There's no water in it. So I'm testing that out on my paper towel. Make sure there's no other color.
Baby blue. Yes, indeed.
In my brush. So there, my paper towel's clean. That's how you test. Just wipe it on your paper towel. Keep that chiseled edge though. Okay, you need a chisel to make a straight line. You can't make a straight line with spaces in between your brush like this, right? So if your brush looks like this, dip it back in the water. Tap off the excess water and then let the paper towel drink the rest of the water out of your brush like this. And then you have your chisel back. Right? So now I'm going to pick up my baby blue and I want you to watch this before you try it, okay? Because I want you to, get it right. So, now that I think about it, I should have waited to do the scarf. Oh, well, forget about it. Nothing we can do about it now. So go ahead and I'm tapping both sides of my number 14 brush in my baby blue. I'm going to go over here to this edge and I'll just lay it down on the edge. And then I'm going to move it in a circle. And I'm covering up all the mistakes I made. Now that I've covered up that mistake, I'm going to pick up white. And I'm just adding white towards the center.
Oh, we painting the body.
Right.
Okay. I had to go use the
Okay. So that light blue is just on the edge of our snowman. Okay. We're going to use white towards the center. So for now,
that makes sense.
So for now, this is just for the edge. And then we're going to clean this brush off and just pick up straight white. So unlike our other times we use our paint, this should be nice and thick so it can cover up those mistakes we made. So you just use that number 14 brush like a straight edge. Chisel. Use the chisel to help you make those lines, those curved lines. So now that I've got that going, ta-da! I'm going to rinse out my brush. And I'm tapping off the excess water. Now I'm just going to pick up straight white on both sides of my brush like a chisel. And now everything else is going to be just white. Actually, you don't even have to go in between. You don't have to go all the way if you're worried about, ruining your lines. Like I have to, because I didn't, I did something different with my lines here. So, but if you didn't, then you should just be able to put some white, and you don't have to go all the way close to the scarf if you don't want to, because it's already white, right? So, and then just try to blur that line between the light blue and the white. Make it kind of gradual. So see what I'm doing? Can you zoom in on that, Shelby?
Oh, that's D, Outcast.
So you want to just hit that line with the tip of your brush so you can't tell where it stops and where the white begins. Okay, so you want to blur that line. So like that. So I'm doing that on this side too. So yeah, I'm not, I guess I would try to probably go in there with the number, whatchamacallit, 12 and get those lines. But for now, I'm just gonna go ahead and wipe my brush off again, get some more of that baby blue, and I'm gonna make this little mound of color. I'm gonna put that right on top of that carbon line. So that's my little mound of snow. Same thing on the other side. How many ribs are in the human body? Is it 16, 24, 30, or 28?
24.
I think it's, isn't it 14 lines on each side?
Okay, 16, 24. And the answer is 24. 24. 24 ribs.
I have a human anatomy book that I go over with my
I
son.
was
So
about to ask you, did you study human anatomy and stuff?
How many people are touching their ribs right now to count? Let me check. Okay, now I'm just going in with some white. If you have blue on your brush, you want to wipe that off with your paper towel, and then just go in. And now you've got like a little white mound that he's standing on. So we probably want to do that same thing around the top of his head, but this time, you guys, just need like a very small amount of blue, like a very small amount of blue. We're just going to go, in fact, let's not use the number 14 because it's not precise enough. So we will use the number 12 for this. And we're going to do the same thing, twirl this into a little point. A little of that blue, and then let's just touch around his forehead with some blue. And then don't worry about trying to paint around his eyes because we'll never get that right, right?
Are we painting the snow on the ground, baby blue?
We're painting on the snow. We're like outlining the mound of the snow, and then underneath his little, where his little butt, his body is. Okay. Put a little shadow.
With white.
But yeah, it's mostly very blue, a little white. So we want to go pick up some white around his forehead. And just kind of blend that in to the baby blue. You don't have to go around to the where the coal eyes are and stuff, and the smile, because you'll just never do that. So it's better just to keep it around here. Fortunately, we're dealing with a white canvas, so we don't have to worry about that. And I'm going to do the same thing over here. I'm going to go around his face. And push in some of this over the pink mistake that I made. Then I'm going to rinse this brush and add some white. What is that? Can you zoom out a little bit? Okay, so now I'm picking up some white. And I'm just going to make it so that this blends a little better. And we have a trivia question. Which popular Hollywood actor won the Best Actor Oscar in 2016? Was it Johnny Depp, Leonardo DiCaprio, or Matt Damon? Who won?
Leonardo DiCaprio.
Leonardo.
I think Leo finally got his accolade.
Yeah, 7 years ago, his first one.
And why is that, Deitrick?
Well, you know, things have been rigged against him for a long time because he should have got it when he played Jack in Titanic.
Yeah, I was gonna say
My
ever
man
since
passed away
Titanic.
in Titanic and they ain't even want to give it to him. He had the most dramatic death of 1999.
You get one when he played in that movie with Johnny Depp. What's bothering Gilbert Grape? I think what's the name of it?
Oh, that was a great movie.
That was a really good one.
That was a great movie. That's where I think I first saw him.
Yeah, same. Yeah.
And the answer is, oh, you put it up already? It was DiCaprio.
Okay.
So you were right.
Everything that he's been in, I feel like, has been like so like intense.
Yes. Wolf on Wall Street. That was a good one
Wolf
too.
of Wall Street was so good.
Yeah.
Also, Django. His
Oh my
performance
god.
in Django. Do you remember that? Or has anyone seen that?
Yeah.
And Inception was he?
Oh
No.
yeah, Inception.
I think that's the one he won it for, was Inception.
I think it was for the Revenant because he got like eaten by a bear or something.
Oh yeah.
Got eaten
Where
by a
he had to like sleep inside of a bear.
I think he killed it first. Like it was
Killed it and then used it for warmth.
What in the world?
So he doesn't get it for Titanic, but he gets it for sleeping in a bear.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so we're going to make some brown. You can either do black arms or you can do brown. If you want to do brown, I'm gonna mix the color for you. Okay, so you guys, you can outmix just about anybody at this point. All right, so we're gonna add a little yellow to your palette, and we're gonna add a little red. That's way too much red. Add some red. And we're gonna add some blue, and that's how we're gonna make brown. I don't remember how to do this. Mix brown.
What can we do? Yellow, red, and blue. Okay.
Yeah. So the first thing we're gonna do is just take a little red and mix it into the yellow. So it has to be like we're making orange. So we're just making orange. So you take just a dab of yellow. Sorry, just dab of red to add it to your yellow to get orange, right? So there's our orange. Now how are we gonna get brown? What's gonna make it a brown?
Blue, right?
Yes, it's blue. So, but you have to be very careful. You gotta add just a tiny bit at a time, all right? You can't just like right now, I just had a little bit of blue from the side of my knife and it's already brown. That's how much brown you have to add. So right now that would be a skin tone, a light brown skin tone. Of course, you can see these little streaks of blue in there, but we're gonna push those out. So you see that? There's my brown. But it's never equal parts. You never mix equal parts of color to get a different color. It's always a little, it's always a formula. You ever buy paint from the paint store and they have the little formula on top of the paint? It's like,
oh yeah. And then they have like a mixer to like mix those certain colors.
Right. Okay, so I got my little chocolate color going on over there. So now I'm just gonna pick up with the tip of my brush and I'm using my little 1776 quill. And I'm gonna make a line that starts here. And same thing on the other side. How'd you guys do with mixing your brown?
I haven't started.
It is gray.
I ended up just making it black.
Oh, so I should tell you.
Yes, indeed, Raymond.
What did you say?
No, we're not about to add this complexity.
Oh, okay. Oh, I got to show you how to do the dots. Oh, okay. So, okay, let me show you how to do that. So it's the same thing with our calligraphy brush, and we're just gonna twist that brush between our thumb and forefinger until we get a nice tip, and then we're just gonna like dip into that white, just like right on the end of the brush. See how much paint is on there? Take a look. That's how much paint. So your brush should not be loaded up with paint. If it is, you're gonna make a mistake. If you only have a little bit
happy mistake,
you can't make a mistake because there's not enough paint to make it, right? So just load your brush like this much full of paint. Then we're gonna go and start making some little dots. There's one, there's another, and just kind of help yourself to where you want to put those dots. And then just lightly touch, and then you have your dots.
Okay, I got the dots down. I can do this.
The orange is red into the yellow, right?
Wait a minute. What? That was way long time ago.
I know. I'm so behind. So to do the orange is red into the yellow, and then to do the brown, blue into the orange.
Yes.
Okay.
All right. So here I go with my little dots here and there. And then you can also go back over them later, you know, because as they dry, they look a little duller than when you first put them down. So you can feel free to go back and add to them. Which ingredients directly influence the color of beer? Is it wheat, water, malt, or hops? Which ingredient affects the color of beer?
Malt?
Wheat.
I'm gonna say malt.
Hops.
Oh, it's hops?
No.
Malt.
A lot
Good
of
job.
answers. Malt.
Wait, let me think, brown.
So what good movies have you guys seen lately? I know y'all been watching Netflix.
I've been watching Half and Half, the TV show.
What's it
I've
called?
checked out Selena's new TV show on Netflix, actually.
Oh, I
It's
saw
so
the
good.
preview of that.
Oh, it is so good.
I've been seeing so many people tweet about it.
Yes. And I swear I was a crazed Selena fan as a kid, and I was telling my mom because I would watch the BCR on repeat, and she had a performance at the end where she was singing like this melody. So when I told my mom they had the TV show, she was not here for it. She is not happy.
She wasn't feeling it, huh?
She's not happy.
Your mother was ready to cancel the Netflix subscription.
Exactly. Oh gosh.
Change
Yeah,
that
unfortunately, I
password.
didn't really know of her popularity. So one of those things I felt compelled to watch, but I've heard that it's really good.
She's real popular down here in Texas.
Oh yeah, because she's from out there. So, yeah.
Okay,
At the
so
end of the night in the club, this is pre-pandemic. But at the end of the night in the clubs down here, they will always play Selena.
Oh,
Everybody be doing a little cha-cha.
I love the disclaimer, pre-pandemic.
Okay, I don't want y'all to think that I got down in Texas and lost my mind.
oh my God, I am so antsy to travel now. I mean, because we hadn't traveled in a few years, and then like we were going to travel this year, and then this happened, and so like I'm really, really dying to go somewhere.
I was about to go to Mexico.
I'm going to Mexico on Friday.
Ooh.
Who is that? Oh, you are?
Yes,
You're
ma'am.
not scared to get on a plane and breathe other people's germs?
No, I just stay masked up. I have my sanitizers. I'm following all the CDC guidelines. My aunt, who's a travel fanatic, she's been like, begging me basically to stay, but I'm like, lady, I need to go somewhere. So. Oh gosh.
Oh, man. Well, I wish you well.
Thank you.
I'm sorry, could we just go back to the brown?
Okay, girl, because my brown is not.
That's what I'm working on too. I'm trying to figure out the brown.
Mine came out as gray.
I can't get
looking
it.
like somebody's
Okay.
baby.
It was great too, but I
brown
just
is
went
a
with
very
black.
brown.
delicate color to mix. Okay, so let's do this again. All right. So let's see. I'm was hoping I had. Oh, you know what? I'm just gonna mix it right here on the table. All right, on my palette paper. Right. So I'm gonna take some yellow. So notice how much yellow. The ratios are important, right? So we're gonna take some yellow or some red, and then put that down. And I'm wiping my palette knife off each time, and I'm gonna put some blue. Okay. Now, the most dominant color in the color brown is yellow.
Oh.
All right. So I got my yellow right there. I got my red and I got my blue. Notice the ratios. So I'm just going to take the tip of my palette knife. Okay. There's hardly any paint on there. So this is like, I don't know, 30-to-1 ratio or something. I'm going to mix this in together for my orange. We got to get orange going first. Can you see where brown comes in now? Right? This is orange. As soon as we hit this with some blue, we're going to get brown. Now, I'm just going to pick up a tiny bit of blue at first, because we always take a little bit and then we add to it. So I'm just going to add that little bit of blue. Look how much. Little dot in the section, in the center. Not a pile, just like a streak of blue. We're going to mix that together. It's going to look a little weird at first. Now we're getting this like mustardy baby doo-doo kind of color. So we need to add just a little bit more, but that's what you do, is you add a little bit at a time. You don't add it all at once. So we're going to mix this together. Oh, we got green. Hold on. I need to add some more. A little bit of red. Didn't have quite enough red on that. So let me take a little bit like this and just try to add a little bit at a time. If you add a little bit at a time, you'll be fine. Okay, so now we're getting our more brown color. A little bit more. Tiny bits at a time. And I'm scraping this all up and I'm mixing it together. Oh, see, I mixed this up so much easier last time when you guys weren't looking.
Yeah.
And
That's
now
how my brown turned out.
So
I think my Raymond went with black.
This will give me my brown now. So it's more, a little bit more red than I thought from last time. So can you see it now? So that's like a fashion fair. Minted Cosmetics, number 45 from MAC Cosmetics. Okay, if I add a little more red, I'm gonna get even darker brown.
So I saw on your sheet that you sent us that on the arms, you kind of added like a light, kind of like the shadow effect.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So I tried that on mine as well.
Oh.
I'll show you.
Why you say try?
Ooh, that looks good.
Go, boy.
Oh my God, this is so good.
That looks so good.
Yes.
Thanks.
Yes. Well done. Well done.
You know, as we're progressing through our painting stuff, I feel like if I look at my painting from an angle, it doesn't look as bad. Like if I kind of hold it and I'm kind of pulled back from it, doesn't look as bad.
So how about
my eyes? With my eyes, my painting looks better.
You're gonna love this one even better then. So take out your phones, everybody. Take out your phones and take a picture of your work, because it's like a new pair of eyes looking at what you've done. And if you think you're doing a good job now, you're gonna be like, oh, I'm an artist. I'm an artist.
Better on my phone.
Yeah, so go ahead and take a picture. I'll give you a different.
It does look nicer.
Yeah, yeah. That's what we do when we, we need to correct something. You can't always look at it with one pair of eyes. Sometimes I hold a image in the mirror to see it in reflection, because it shows you a different perspective. So yeah, so that's good that you did that. I like that you tried that technique, the shadow. So yeah, you got a lighter one on top. So if you mix what Wayne did probably, or I'm just guessing, but he probably split his two browns, and then he mixed a little yellow or white into one of the browns to lighten it.
Yeah, I did. I mixed a little yellow in there.
Yeah, so that's how you're gonna get your contrasting color. That'll be the lighter one, and then you use the darker color for your shadow. So yeah, I take my number 12 brush and I just kind of dip it in my shadow color or my highlight color, and then I just kind of stroke it on top of there. Yep, good job.
All right, gang, I have to head out for my next meeting.
Bye.
Thank you for including me.
Oh wait, don't go. Let's take a picture with you, okay? Let me take a picture with you guys. Hold on, I'll get my camera so that I can have that. Let me make this window bigger. Oh, and don't forget to sign your painting. I'm gonna make this window bigger, and then I'll take some pictures. And don't forget to follow us on Facebook. Follow us on Facebook. Stay in touch.
Facebook and Instagram.
And let's see, where's my camera? Oh, here it is.
I'm trying to add my dots real quick.
Abby, can you stick around for a second while he adds his dots?
Oh no, come on, I'll do it.
You'll do it now? Okay, all right, hold on just a second. Let me get my camera ready.
I need my dots, but I'll do it later.
Oh, I haven't done that.
Okay, everybody. Oh, look at those pictures. Look at that. Good job. Good job. Hold on, let me get another shot. Okay. You know what? Let me move this for a second because I'm getting all this studio lighting on my laptop. Okay, here we go. All right, now I got a good shot. Oh, it's lovely. So nice. Good job, you guys. Caitlin, you were all worried and you're over here at Miss Etsy's shop. Or was that Abby? That was Abby talking about.
No, that was Caitlin.
Caitlin.
Was it? Good job, you guys. All right. Well, I got you. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Yay, thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. And if you guys have any questions, feel free to ask. Otherwise, you know, we'll sign off and say goodbye and hope you had a good time.
No, this
You
was
guys take care, okay?
Amazing. Thank you so much.
It's so fun.
All right. Well,
Bye.
bye-bye. Bye, Deitrick.
Bye, Miss Cheryl.
Take care.
Thank you.
Thanks, everyone.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, everyone. Good to see everyone again.
Yes, indeed, Abby. Bye,
Nice
Abby.
to see you all again.
You guys don't have to end early. I didn't mean to end the party. I just have to go. But there's still 6 more minutes. Okay, bye.
Okay, I just finished my dot. Bye, Irene.
Thank you.
Bye, Irene.
Bye. Bye, Abby.
Bye, Irene.
So how do you all want to share these photos? Do we?
Oh, child. Let's just take a picture and post it in our Slack group.
All right, let's do that.
Deitrick,
Okay.
I got you on photos.
Oh, you can't see it, Abby. That's right.
And the videos. You'll get photos and videos.
Oh, okay. Okay, good. Good. All right, y'all. I'm hopping off.
All right. Bye, everyone.